Hello YouTube, thank you for tuning into my new video today. I just want to start off by saying I am not a professional. This is what works for my daughter's hair and it's not my best work. So if you're interested, just stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in. As you can see, her hair was already started. It just wasn't finished in the middle, so we pulled it into a ponytail. We used a Punta Cana twist, some curly and wavy, and some castor oil. We also added some of the sulfur-8 in there for kids. My daughter's face looks like that because she is so tired in this video. I mean, she is over it, can't you tell? And I just wanted to point it out that we used the comb with the long thing at the back. That way we can part it easily. So you want to be careful not to poke your baby if you're using it on a child. So what I'm going to do is start off with a straight part, and then I'm going to make a slanted part on the hair. That way I can kind of make some triangular shapes. Not going to lie, it's pretty late at night, so I didn't really care about the parts, but I did the best I could do. I'm going to get some castor oil, and I really pay attention to like the buildup that happens when you do your hair. So I kind of be careful. I'm kind of careful of where I put the castor oil. I don't put it right here along where it's going to start, because that tends to make the buildup happen. So I like to put it towards the end, and then sometimes I'll add something to the scalp as well. Well, always add something to the scalp, but I never like to put it right there where you're going to start your braid. When I am doing the part for the first, like if it's on the left side or the right side of the head, that corner braid of that straight part, I always slant it inward. That way I can make the start of the triangles, because the other parts are going to be triangular. Now the other parts over here that are already done, they did not start off this way. I started those lower and then on the sides. I will do another video someday showing how I did those, but this is for this new straight line. I always go inward starting off with that first part. That way I can start the triangle. And so you can see that I am already in the middle of the hair, and you're going to have to kind of look and be your own judgment to see how you need to slant that. Y'all, I don't know why it took me so long to part this part right here. But honey, I was trying to get it together, okay? It is so frustrating when you keep trying to get a part right and it just be a little crooked or a little off. Like, look at that. What was I doing? But, I mean, we tried to make it work. Honey, next we're going to take that hair and we're going to cut it in half, because my baby is not about to have these things going past her behind. So then I just want to show you how I then part this apart from each other. I do it straight from the middle. You don't want to do it straight from the middle if you didn't cut it in half, because it can get tangled. Then I loop them around each other midway of both of them. I loop them around each other. I put them between my fingers and I flip that buddy. See, watch that. Flip that buddy just like that. Then I'm going to add the hair into it, and you're just going to braid it into there. At least that's how I do it, because I don't like that twist method starting off, because I don't know how to do it right. So maybe you guys can recommend somebody I can go watch do that, because I've tried and I always fail, but I always do it on my hair. So I'm going to start it off with a braid, and then I'm just going to go into twisting it. This is the easiest way for me. This works for her hair. I love it. It's fabulous. If you stay tuned in this video, I'm actually going to slow down how I just did that and how I got it between my fingers, because I don't think there's really a great way to explain it. There's different ways to do it. So if you practice and you do it these different ways, you can do whatever works best for you, honey. There is no right way to do that. So I'm just going to twist this all the way down to the end as far as I can, because I actually ended up curling her ends, which I did not video record. Now I'm going to move on and repeat. I'm going to start off with my slanted part, get that triangular part in there, and then I am going to continue. For some reason, I always have to make the parts smaller right here, just a little bit, and then they're usually wider around the outer part of her hair, because the inner part of her head, for some reason, is way thicker than the outer part. My hair is the same way. Maybe yours is too. So I'm just going to get this, split it from the middle again, loop it. Then I'm going to put it in between my fingers, and I'm going to proceed to braid this in the same way that I was doing it before. As you can see, that is how I loop it. Here is the slow down. I'm going to slow this down and show you how this is looped. We loop it midway of both strands of hair. Pull it, and you can see they are crisscrossed together. I then put two of them together so they are as one strand. I then have 3 strands. Once I have my 3 strands, I'm going to put the 2 that I held together, and I'm going to flip those in between my fingers, as you can see. My middle finger comes on top, index finger is on top. I flip it over to the middle part of that loop is going to be between my index finger and my thumb. I know right here it looks like her hair is real true to the bulkiness, because some of those twists look very fat and bulky coming down. But once you finish and you're able to pull them together, you can stop that. Plus, part of it may have been how much space I was leaving between each twist. But she's had twists that definitely looked a lot better. I may have to do a redo of this video as well. Here's a more finished look. So here we are with 1 twist left, and you can see almost the finished product. It looks a lot better from the top. Some of the twists are parted a little bit smaller than others, but we are going to pretend that we don't even see that. So this works for my daughter. I know what parts of her hair are really sensitive from previous damage, and this is just a video showing how we do all this. So what I'm going to do here is show you once again the twisting method of how I do it, starting off with the braid. I slowed it down once again. We pulled it together, and now we're going to put 2 strands together and make 3 strands in all. We're going to flip it, and then we're going to braid the hair right into it. Baby girl is somewhat slayed because we're not finished with the ends, which again I did not record. So this is the product, the somewhat end product of her hair. It was very late at night. We were both pretty tired. I thought she would be fine because she took a nap, but I guess not. But here is her hair. This usually lasts around 3 weeks to 4 weeks if we let it. But usually I like to take her hair down every 2 weeks and redo her hair. But you can definitely keep these in. I would say a month is great. It depends on that buildup as well. I don't like all that buildup, so I take measures to try to prevent it. But this is her hair. This is the back of it before we curl it, and the side. And there she is. Thank you for watching. Bye. Subscribe and like this video.